Hello, guys. How are you doing? Don't know why I started with that voice, but hey ho, why not? I can add a bit of variety and flavor to our lessons, right? So, here we're going to answer a question on perpendicular lines. Okay, so with a perpendicular line, just write the rule here really quickly. So, with perpendicular lines, the gradient, the gradient is the negative reciprocal. Okay, let's talk about what we mean with that. So we want to write down the equation of a line perpendicular to y equals 2x plus 3. So we know our line is going to be of the form y equals mx plus c. And we see here that the gradient is equal to 2. We want to find the reciprocal of 2, first of all. The reciprocal of 2. So some people refer to it as turning it upside down or flipping it, but really it's called the reciprocal. So when you have a whole number, you can turn it into a fraction by writing it as that number over 1. And then if you were to turn it upside down or flip it, or more correctly, find the reciprocal, the denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. I won't go into too much more depth. That's basically what it is. So our equation is going to be y equals a half x plus c. One thing we need to do is also change the sign. So we have minus, because the gradient is the negative reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2 is a half, and then we make that negative. So we have y equals negative a half x plus c. And in this question, c can be anything because they've not told us that it goes through a particular point. So this is good. Right, let's keep going so that you get the idea of working through negative reciprocals. So next we have y equals a half x plus 3 as our line, and our line must be perpendicular to it and pass through the point 0 minus 1. So we see here that the gradient is a half. Our line is of the form y equals mx plus c. So the negative reciprocal of a half, well, let's flip it, turn it upside down, do what you want to call it, or call it what you want to call it. And that becomes 2 over 1, and then we change the sign. And that just simplifies to minus 2. So we have y equals minus 2x plus c. And because it goes through the point 0 minus 1, well, that's on the y-axis, so it's actually telling us the y-intercept is minus 1. So that becomes y equals minus 2x minus 1. This is our final answer. Let's go through another example. We have 3x minus y equals 1. So if I rearrange this to make y the subject, I'm going to add y to both sides. I get 3x equals y plus 1. Taking away 1 gives me 3x minus 1 equals y. So that means that I can rewrite this as y equals 3x minus 1. So our gradient is equal to 3. Our equation, y equals mx plus c, our gradient, 3, remember which we can write as 3 over 1. Any whole number can be written as the number over 1. The negative reciprocal is going to be 1/3, because you're turning it upside down, for lack of a better expression. Well, it's not even for a lack, because I have the better expression, but hey ho. It's 1 over 3. And then we change the sign. Then we have y equals minus 1/3 x plus c. And we see here it goes through the point 0, 9. So the y-intercept is 9. So we have y equals minus 1/3 x plus 9. And that is the answer to that question. So that's the basics of perpendicular